name. Started on the streets back in 69. Read it in the record, now I want what's mine.
Shalom Israel. I'm preaching officer of 1,000 Tamayam. I got with me preaching officer of 500 Ma'asha Allah. And this is the ISUPK St. Louis history class. All right. Today's topic is about the wild men of Europe. All right. This is about your oppressor that's over you today. The same oppressor that called you uncivilized and try to make it look like that you're the savage. Like they rescued you from a low state where we was in mud huts in Africa and we were just in total poverty, ain't had no type of technology or style, class about ourselves, you know, some kind of class about ourselves, when we are the salt of the earth. Let me tell you something about them. Let's say something real deep and heavy about them. The condition they was in Europe is, it's disgusting. It's beyond low. Oh man, only if you understand what the depths of hell this oppressor came from in Europe. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get into it. And I just want to educate my people on the truth and all the lies that been pushed on the earth by these oppressors. You know, only way to defeat the lies of this oppressor is to tell the truth about who he is. All right. And in Europe, in the Dark Ages, he was the wild man of Europe.
So like, you know, if I could
go ahead, warrior.
Oh man, this is probably one of my favorite topics. You know what I'm saying? It's always, you know, a stress relief to be able to go in on the oppressor, the devil. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, they try to make it seem like they, you know, civilized us, when I mean, the oppressor is a natural born rapist, because he has movies and stuff where he bopped the woman over the damn head and drag her off into the cave. You know what I'm saying? They damn Neanderthals. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got pictures of them eating dinner and soup out of their granddaddy's skull. You know what I'm saying? They just some nasty heathens, man. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to bring this out. I hope we get some good clips from this. You know what I'm saying? So you know, we can wake our people up and let them know what the deal is, sir. Salaki.
Damn right, but yeah, damn right, man. Cause you have a lot of lies out here, you know, stating that our oppressor get his skin complexion from being in cold climates. You know, cold climate is in cold conditioned weather, and that's not true. Our oppressor is not, you know, light skinned as he is because he was in cold conditions. He was made like that by God, you know, and we don't hate the oppressor for his color, you know, his pigmentation, none of that. We hate him for the crimes that he do against our people today, you know, and in the past. We have a reason to dislike him and want to separate from our oppressor. All right. So let's get into this article, man. But before we get into this article and this history about who was the wild men of Europe, which is the pilgrim, the colonizer, I'm gonna pull the scripture. Mashallah, give me Revelation chapter 20, verse 1. Baba Gashaw.
Come on, sir. Oh, shit. Come on, in the book of Revelation, chapter 20, and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Says, and I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 2. and he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and
Understand
bound.
this. Understand this. This same devil we dealing with today that call himself white, you know, this same devil was the serpent back in the Garden of Eden, you know, and he is a vessel of Satan. He's the adversary of God. Everything that God says good, he says bad. And everything God says bad, he says good. You understand? This these people are known to do. All right. But that serpent was not a talking snake. That same serpent is the same serpent you dealing with today. He's a backstabber. He's sneaky as hell. He is not to be trusted. Every time you trust him, he always break his promises.
Right.
All right. That's how you know that this oppressor was a serpent that was talking to Eve in the garden and manipulated our forefathers back then. You know, the Bible tells you that that serpent is the same devil today. That's the vessel of Satan. Satan uses them to promote sin on the earth, to make you go against God. He is the man of sin, the man that pushes sin on the earth, on the earth, influence everybody to sin, and tell you it's okay to sin. And he would try to put God in it. You know what I'm saying? Try to say Jesus is, you know, Jesus had done away with the law. You know, when that's a damn lie according to the Bible. But the oppressor pushes that propaganda, and he got sellout Negroes that work for him to help him out. All right, but read on.
Come on, sir. And bound him 1,000 years.
And did what?
And bound him 1,000 years.
Now, this is not talking about the angel Satan being bound in hell for 1,000 years. This is talking about your oppressor being put down in a low condition for 1,000 years. The colonizer, the same people that put you in hell on earth, was in hell on earth in Europe 1,000 years ago, and we're finna read about it. They was in such of a low condition, in such a condition of hell, that they had to live in the woods or to live in caves, and they was labeled the wild men of Europe. You know, I'm gonna have my Ashiala pull up a picture. If you can look real closely, you'll see the picture behind you. You understand? But they had the nerve to call our Native American Indian brothers savages when you actually see the real savage before your eyes every damn day. They just use a razor today. They just clean themselves up a little bit, you know, not a little bit, a whole lot. Cause it was a time where they ain't take baths, man. Hell, it was a time they ain't use razors, and when they don't use razors and you know take a bath like we do, they end up looking like the Flintstones, the wild men of Europe, because that's what they were. All right, the caveman wasn't millions and millions of years ago. The caveman is your boss man right now today. The
Right.
caveman is your boss man who will clean himself up, and he out there in shorts and a nice dress t-shirt or button-down shirt playing golf and having you chase down the balls, but what he hit with his golf club, man. You know, the caveman is ruling the earth right now. That's why the earth is in so much turmoil because the
Right.
wrong people in charge. All right. So get that get the information that I told you to get from you earlier about how long did the Byzantine Empire rule for before you get that and read that part where it says bound him up for 1,000 years, and then you read it. Then I want you to read about the Byzantine Empire and how long they ruled.
Come on, sir. The book of Revelation, chapter 20 and verse 2. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
1,000 years. He was bound in a low condition, not being able to rule the earth no more like he normally do when he was the Roman Empire, the Greeks. Like you had Julius Caesar and all them. It was a time where Rome fell. The western part fell. With a, the wild man was that not. But back then there was the Edomites, the Romans. Before they got in that condition of being a wild man of Europe, the western part of Rome fell or got conquered. Whatever, you know. Constantine came into power, or Septimius Severus. He was before Constantine, but this was the beginning and the dawn and the rising of the Byzantine Empire. And how long did the Byzantine Empire rule for, Mashallah?
Khan, it said the Byzantine Empire lasted approximately 1,123 years.
Yes.
From the founding of Constantinople in 330 CE to its fall in 1453 CE. Salakia.
Yeah, and that's the Renaissance era. That's when the Renaissance era came in to being. Renaissance means rebirth. This is the rebirth of Europe in the 1400s right here. 14 what again, Mashallah?
1453 CE.
Yes. Okay. That's when you start to see the Borgia family and them coming up with making Cesar Borgia white Jesus after he died, and then you have there's all kind of white paintings, all kind of whitewashing after that. Christopher Columbus came over here, so-called came over here to the Americas in 1492, which we know he didn't step 1 foot. He ain't set 1 foot in America. He almost did. He came to, I think it was the Bahamas or Puerto Rico, one of those two. But the oppressor, the devil, the Bible speaks of. And we're gonna read about his hellish condition in Europe, where he was labeled a white man, and you had black people being the rulers of Europe at this time. All right. So let's get into the article, Warrior, Baba Kashaw.
To the Wild Man article.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Khan. It says the Wild Man, or Wild Man of the Woods.
Slocky, can you put that picture up on the screen so everybody can envision this wild man?
Khan.
And after you're done with this article, finish reading a couple of sentences out of this article. I want you to go to Genesis chapter 25 and verse 23. You know what I want. I sent it to you, Baba Kashaw. All right.
Okay.
So go ahead.
All right, we got the picture up. It says the Wild Man, or Wild Man of the Woods, is a mythological figure and motif resembling a hairy human that appears in the art and literature of medieval Europe.
Yeah, don't let them fool you. This was not a mythical creature. This creature is amongst you right now. All right. This creature is your oppressor, the same one that was whipping your back in slavery. He ain't mythical. They want us hellish condition to be mythical because they always want to be great. All right. I'll tell you what's mythical. I'll tell you what's false. Because mythical is like a myth. It's not real. It's a fairy tale. Let me tell you what's a fairy tale. These pilgrims coming to America and civilizing the Native American Indians. The Native American Indians civilized them, taught them how to told them how to grow corn, and showed them how to take baths. You know what I'm saying? They civilized the pilgrims. If it wasn't for our Native American Indian people, they would have died in America in those cold winters. But you know how they returned the favor to our brothers, our Gadite brothers and Reuben brothers, who were the Seminoles? They gave them diseases. We're going to read about that too. They gave them diseases, man. And then decided after they done spread the disease all over the place to catch them while they weak and call themselves going to war for the land. Your oppressor is a coward. He's not going to attack you or try to press you until you're weak and really can't fight. That's what they do, man. The same behavior as a snake. They put their poison in you first before they swallow you whole. That's your oppressor for you, man. Their poison is their poor hygiene. When they came over here, they gave the Native American Indians blankets as gifts, but those blankets were smallpox blankets that they got from a place where a whole bunch of sick people was at. And the Native American Indians wasn't expecting this because we are a peaceable people. You know,
Right.
we try to be at peace. But guess what? The whole time they had war in their heart. That's in the Bible, man. But let's read on.
Con. It says, generally, they are considered a large statured race of humans who are hairy all over their body.
They what?
Are
They,
large statured race of humans
now
who
read the
are
hairy part.
Oh,
Read the hairy
hairy.
part.
Hairy all over their body.
Yeah. Okay, let's get Genesis chapter 25 and verse 24, if I'm mistaken, the part where it says when Esau came out red and hairy all over. Let's get that.
Con, sir. The book of Genesis chapter 25 and verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 25. And the first came out red all over like a hairy.
Keep on.
And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment.
This is the wild man's progenitor, forefather, Esau. Esau had children, and his children are named the Edomites. Later on down the road, they was called the wild men of Europe. Now today they are your oppressor, the colonizer, the pilgrim. All right, read on.
Con, sir. And they called his name Esau.
That's right.
Verse 26.
And Esau means wasted away is he. All right. He had him and his children has no pigmentation. All right. It's wasted away. There's no pigmentation there at all. All right. That's why when they get mad, you can see their blood come forth to their skin from lack of pigmentation. All right.
Okay.
You know, that's why, you know, in the woods, they let their hair grow when they out there in that sun like that to get protection for their skin. That's what I'm imagining, because they have no melanin.
Right. And it's like what could, sir. That's the only way they can only survive in the mountains where it's cold and they can be in the shade, because they can't stay in the sun at all.
Right.
The sun hates them. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
Yeah, right. Right. That's why they got you out there working. They can't be out there too long. Yeah. All right. Read on.
Con. Verse 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. Jacob
name got changed to Israel. That's our forefather. All right. And Jacob came out looking like everybody else. He had pigmentation. He looked like everybody else that's on the face of the earth. That because everybody else on the face of the earth had color, had, you know, melanin. All right. Our oppressor was alienated from the womb. Okay. The real alien was created on the earth, not coming from outer space.
Right.
Don't let the alien tell you that the angels of God, that's, you know, UFOs are aliens. No, he's the alien. The UFOs, those are the angels of God riding the chariots of God. All right. The alien was created on earth, and he's alienating the original people of the lands all over. You know, everywhere he goes, he take the native people out of their land, push them back somewhere else, and say, I'm the original people, and you're the immigrant, illegal immigrant. The whole time, he need to be saying that about himself,
right?
Because he has no home, and he has to cause war on the earth. He has to cause conflict and chaos wherever he goes. You know, that's the only way he can stay on top. and he's not to be trusted. He was the serpent from the beginning, a backstabbing, sneaky, low conniving person, man. Understand that. All right.
So
So
like, sir, if I could.
go ahead, Warrior.
And you know, with the aliens, you know, the oppressor, he's always trying to scare you with the aliens. Why? Every encounter that the devil have with an alien, he's trying to probe. The alien got to probe him in the booty hole. You know, look, we ain't dealing with that. But you know,
Right.
the oppressor, he the only one that ever see the alien. The alien always got to put something up his butt, sir. So like,
Yeah. Yeah, man. These people are ridiculous. I see we had a comment.
that was Officer Call Sapar. He was just saying kind out of one kind. He greeted the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shabbat. Officer Call, he checking in.
Damn right. What's going on, Warrior? Make sure y'all press like, you know, and subscribe. Press that too and share these classes. Share this truth. All right. Mashallah, read on and continue.
Go on, sir. You do got a comment. He said, this is Hughes, Nathaniel 144. He says, sup, fellas, I joined the debate league. So any of y'all want to debate your core doctrine, I'll be on DMG channel. I want all the smoke. So hope to see you soon. Have a good night. Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right,
but you can still learn about your oppressor, you know. But if you want some smoke, Captain the Gog Gabah, we'll let him know, and we'll put you on this list. All right. And you go ahead and meet your destiny, your fate. All right.
God. All right.
But read on.
All right, go with God. And Isaac was 80 old when she
Drop
bare them.
Drop
Okay,
that.
come on.
Sure. All right, let's go back into that article.
All right, come on, God.
Matter of fact, not that article. Let's get more deeper into this savage. You know, who is your colonizer, your oppressor today? Let's get more into him. Let's see how many diseases he brought to America. You know, first of all, let's see what Squanto. There was a Native American Indian named Squanto that had some things to say about these so-called civilized people that really was the poor people of Europe, the poorest thing that came over here, and they brought all kind of plagues with them and diseases. And we're gonna read about how the Native American Indians fucked about these people, the real civilized people, you know. So you got it, Marshall?
Come on, Khan, sir. It says the Great Dying, 1616 through 1619. By God's visitation, a wonderful plague. All right, it says.
Go ahead.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
It says there is a disagreement regarding the number of native people before the first Europeans set foot in America.
Read that again. Read it slower, Baba Kashaw.
Khan. There is a disagreement regarding the number of native peoples before the first Europeans set foot in North America.
Continue.
But approximately 5 to 18 million is currently the best estimate.
All right. But
and
you know, when a European came here, he seen so much life, abundance of everything, food, buffalo, man, you name it. We had it on and popping over here. Israel, which I mean the tribe of Gad and Reuben, you know, all the 10 tribes over here. They are the Native American, native people of the land, the indigenous people of the land. You know, Donald Trump, America has no business calling them immigrants, illegal immigrants. You know, America was great when they had it in their hands. Now America is a shithole country because the oppressor has it in his hand. The wild men of ancient Europe, medieval Europe. The same people that destroyed Europe and bought what they call the bubonic plague over there, came over here and bought plagues over here. And let's see what Squanto said. Go ahead.
Khan. Um, it says throughout the Americas and the West Indies, it's probable the arrival of Europeans brought a Pandora's box of epidemics,
Mm.
including measles,
Measles. Go ahead.
chickenpox,
Chicken pox. Go ahead.
influenza,
Mm-hmm.
typhus,
Come on
uh,
with it.
diphtheria,
What about smallpox?
cholera, uh, scarlet fever, and whipping cough, which resulted in a catastrophic demographic collapse.
Yeah, also
Of,
smallpox, man. They left out one. But you know, coming up as a child, you would think these diseases was a common thing on the earth. Because, you know, most children, they catch smallpox or chicken pox and stuff like that when we came up. And I thought that was a normal thing to have as a child, you know, coming up in school or whatever. You're going to get chicken pox one day. Whole time, that's not normal. That comes from your oppressor. You know,
right.
that comes from your oppressor. That's not a normal way of life. Being joined to these people, we got to deal with the diseases they brought over here, you know? And guess what? It's more diseases that they brought over here. New diseases. You know, by them being in charge, we seen diseases with our own eyes come to America and wipe out a lot of people. You know? But man, if you ever, I'm gonna do a class on the bubonic plague. You know, and a lot of these plagues came from these oppressors not bathing, man, not having proper hygiene. You understand? So read on and let's see what Squanto said about their hygiene and their bathing.
Kawakan. Let me see. It says demographic collapse up to 95% of the indigenous population. By the beginning of the 20th century, the number of Native Americans in this country had been reduced to about 237,000 people through disease, war, and relocation.
Because you know what? You can have a few damn oppressors that might be cool with you, but their culture is against you. The way they live is against the way you live. And y'all cannot, you know, cohabitate together, you know, because their culture is poison to you and your people. That's what you must understand. That's why when you go to other countries like Africa, you know, China, you have to take a shot before you enter into their country. Because they have diseases that you don't know nothing about, that your body cannot handle. Yeah, we have a society that we belong to, and they have a society they belong to. And when you cross those borders and go into their societies, you in a whole nother world, man. Understand that. Right now, even though hey, we black people, we living in the white man's world right now. And that's why we in hell, because we don't belong in their world. We don't belong, we don't supposed to be a part of their society. Once we separate and leave their society, we could go back to being on top instead of the bottom. Never,
Kawakan.
never on it, never in time in the future will you ever be even in the middle. Us as a people, we won't even be in the middle with the oppressor, like to be a second class citizen. That's what I mean by middle. You know, I don't consider black people to be American citizens. They don't treat you like citizens, man. And if they do, you're a third class citizen. You understand? The Chinese man, you know, these merchants that come over here, they have more rights than you. How I know? You know, Cyrus Belton Carmack. Oh no, my bad. Cyrus Carmack Belton. That's his name. He got no justice. Why? Because you are looked at as a slave of the earth, no matter where you go.
Right.
All right. So let's read on.
Okay, it's gonna get into some more of the plagues too. Also, it says the arrival of European traders and settlers, including 102 pilgrims aboard the Mayflower at Plymouth in 1620, and the settlements by the Puritans in Salem, Boston, Ipswich, and other Northeast Massachusetts towns a decade later, was accompanied by the further demise of the native population.
Yeah, get to the part where Squanto was calling out their hygiene. Let's get straight to the point.
Okay, come on, sir. What this is talking about right here is the other plagues and how they brought the rats over.
Okay, we can read that. Go ahead.
Okay, come on. It says the first was a widespread, extremely lethal epidemic that began in 1617 and was of undetermined origin, while classic explanations have included yellow fever, smallpox, plague, chickenpox, and trichinosis.
Yeah, we already went over that already. I want to go to the part where Squanto was talking about their health.
Okay, come on. Let me switch this article then. Let me switch it.
Oh, that was the same.
No, that's a different article.
Yeah, that's material I need right there. Okay, let's get that material. Yeah, man, that was a Native American Indian man that had a story to tell about these pilgrims. All right, the same pilgrims that try to make you look so bad today, black man. That talk about your rap music, talk about your what they call it, your trap music. Call you uncivilized and you can't be rehabilitated. Calling us super predators. We're gonna really read about who's really the super predator, who's the real savage. You understand? What's going on, Sharatazah?
Hey, Shalom, how about you?
Shalom, Yahabashim Yashabrakathum. Salakia for my tardiness.
Oh, you good, Warrior? You good? All right. Do you have some of those articles I sent to you? So just in case Marshall need a little assistance, if anything, give him like denied access, like yesterday.
I just have the Wild Man Wikipedia.
Yeah, we did that already. So you found the Marshall?
Come on, I got it.
All right, go ahead.
Come on, it says when the Mayflower pilgrims arrived in Plymouth.
Yes, that's what I need right there. Most High in Christ. That's what I was looking for, Marshall.
Come on, sir.
Go ahead.
It says when the Mayflower pilgrims arrived in Plymouth in the early 17th century, they didn't smell terrific.
Say that again.
They didn't smell terrific.
They didn't smell like Old Spice. They didn't smell like Axe. They smelled like death. Read.
Come on. According to Native American accounts, unlike the Wampanoag, these Europeans didn't bathe regularly.
The Wampanoag was a Native American Indian tribe that took baths constantly. They had flavor, they had some drip. The oppressor, man, he ain't had no drip. He had that sniff. Ugh, horrible. All right, and let's see what they said about him. Read.
Come on. A surviving member of the Patuxent Nation named Tusquantum or Squanto, even tried and failed to convince them to start washing themselves, according to a 1965 biography.
Say that again.
Come on. A surviving member of the Patuxent Nation named Tusquantum or Squanto even tried and failed to convince them to start washing themselves, according to a 1965 biography.
The Indian Squanto, the Native American Indian Squanto, the one that survived, you know, the so-called plagues or the diseases that this oppressor brought over, you know, try to convince them, man, hey, if you why don't you take a bath so you start spreading your disease to everybody, you know? But you know, they should have never let them get off the boat and you know try to show them some type of love. They should have started building up a wall and shooting arrows at them. Maybe not maybe. I know America would be still amazing today. We would have all kind of fruit trees all over the place. This place would be a paradise. I wish they would have built the wall for them, like Donald Trump built a wall for my Mexican brothers. I wish we had border patrol and kept them out like they do us today, man. America would have stayed great. They talk about making America great again. America would have stayed straight if you would have never came over here.
Right.
Yeah, we need to make a shirt. America would have stayed straight without the pilgrim. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you know, it is what it is, man. But Squanto had a story to tell about these oppressors, man, and that story was real. You know, the story that they tell about us be fictional. That be a myth.
Okay.
Yeah, black people being the original drug dealers, us being the gangsters, that's a myth. That's fairy tale. They are the original gangster, the original savage, the original uncivilized people, the caveman, all right? Which is today the wild man of Europe, what we teaching about. Do we got any more left on that?
Yeah, Common Con, it goes into detail on their bathing habits. So this is a good part of the article right here. It says
go ahead. Do we have any comments?
Sir.
Go ahead.
It says this went for people of all social classes. It says I think that's Louis XIII, a 17th century king of France, is said to have only taken 3 baths in his entire life.
Wow. Damn. I know his skin looked like mold and oh man. Ooh, man, imagine that. That's a stench. I don't even want to imagine. You understand?
Dang.
Read that again about our oppressor today that talk bad stuff about our culture.
He said a 17th century king of France is said to have only taken 3 baths in his entire life.
Damn.
Damn.
That imagine that. That means a homeless man that you walk by today smelled better than him. You know, the dump, the landfill smelled better than him. Ooh. Only 3 times in his life. That's sad, man. But this is the same people today. This is where they come from, and they want to tell you how to correct yourself and how to live. Man, we have to separate. You understand? All right. So anything if not anything left on that article?
Yeah, it's a lot more out of one. There's a lot more of it. Yeah, it's some good stuff in here.
Go ahead then.
It says both rich and poor might have washed their faces and hands on a daily or weekly basis, but almost no one in Western Europe washed their whole body with any regularity, says Ward. That's a separatist pilgrim. It says Puritans who followed them may have even taught that submerging the Puritans who followed them may have even taught that submerging their whole body in water was unhealthy.
And Puritans are Christians, and these Christians said to submerge your whole body in water is what, mashallah?
Is unhealthy.
Read on.
And that taking all of their clothes off to do so was immodest.
Wow. So
some more.
they'll wash their hands every once in a while, but won't wash their bodies. This is who's over you right now. They don't just hate us, you know, Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They don't just hate us; they hate water too.
Damn.
They just hate water. They just hate putting water on their behind. Man, I even heard they don't like rags. Man, they wash off with their hands. They don't use rags. I don't like the way they think. It's time to separate. I don't like the way they operate. Man, now when I go to work, even though I've been knew about this history, I'm careful. When they reach out their hand to shake my hand, I'm like, nah, I give you a pound. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Run to that bathroom, man. Cause I know your history. Ain't no telling what you have done. You know? Yeah, they said to submerge your whole body in water is unhigh. What it says, not
It's unhealthy.
It's unhealthy.
I got the part about the draws too.
Yeah, to listen to their philosophy is unhealthy. Damn. Shabbat, you hear that?
Come on.
Yeah, man, the disgust. But read on, mashallah.
Khan, it says cleanliness to the extent that people thought about in the 17th century had much more to do with what we now call underwear than anything else. Ward says colonists kept themselves clean by changing the white linens under their clothes. The cleaner and whiter the linens, the cleaner the person. Or
But
so thinking went.
But not soap and water. Oh my God. Salaki, you got a comment?
Yeah, Officer Call said they don't believe in water, don't they, Adawan? They don't believe in water. They damn sure don't.
Yeah, they're ready to put water on the sheets instead of their skin. Wow, man. I can't hear them. I can't stand to read no more. What else? Let's read about how many animals and people went extinct when they came over here and started to live in the land of America. You have that, mashallah?
Oh, no, I have to look it up real quick. What was it you said? How many?
How many animals and people in places went extinct when the oppressor came over here and started to live in the land? You got to understand this, man. Y'all thought coronavirus was a thing. The most worst virus that ever hit this earth, especially America, is the Caucasian virus. Straight up. Yeah.
Right.
So, Shwadazar, can you give me Obadiah 1 to 10? My bad, Shalaki. Obadiah. I think it's, yeah. I'm going to get Obadiah 1 to 10. I should start from 1, but I'm going to start with 10, Bob Kashow. All right. Do you see anything on there, mashallah?
It's right now. It's talking about the animals that they brought over. They're not going into depth about the animals that went extinct. Let me keep looking though.
Take over from real Shwadazar and mashallah. Take over from me real quick. I'll find it real fast. It's
okay. Come.
Yeah. Because me and Shwadazar taught it about a good year ago. It just left my memory on how many people, places, and things that went extinct when they came over here to the land. I'll find it real quick, all right?
Okay, come on.
All right.
Okay, I think I got it right here.
Oh, you got it?
I think I got it. Yeah, I think I got it right here. You got the Carolina parakeet. The only native parrot in North America.
Do they have? Just give me the number of how many animals.
Oh, the number. I don't have the number. Oh, yeah. the number of animals you got. Hold on one second.
The number of animals. You can do it one by one. The number of animals that went extinct. The number of people, like Native American Indian tribes that went extinct, and places. You know, like cities and towns that was Native American Indian towns, black towns. Hey, How many went extinct? How many don't exist no more because of this damn oppressor? All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but Shwadis, I'll take over from me real quick so I can find it, help him find it real fast. Baba Kashaw.
All right. Where we left off at?
Yeah, I don't see the number of animals. We left off at I was going into the underwear. I can actually finish that out. If we
Okay.
could. All right, they said the cleaner and whiter the linens, the cleaner the person, or so the thinking with.
Good night.
It said it was thought that the linen underwear was what really kept the body clean.
Good night.
Because it was assumed that the underwear itself was the agent that cleaned the body.
Wow.
That it absorbed the body's impurities and the dirt and the sweat and so on.
Oh my God.
Goodness gracious, man. I mean,
How many times?
hey, I can imagine if when you take that goddamn that devil woman panties off, man, I bet they about fell the hell out, man.
Right.
I bet they about fell out.
Straight cottage cheese.
Man, oh my God. That had
damn.
The white woman is disgusting. And you know what? While we waiting on I don't want to get back. Let me play this real quick.
All right.
Let me play this real quick. Boom. Hold on. Let me share this tab.
Remember,
right, hold on, Adam. I'm finna play this real quick. Let me see.
All right.
Can y'all see? Did the screen pop up?
No, I don't see the screen.
It is okay. Let me stop sharing. Let me try it again. All right, check this out. All right, is the screen up now? All right, here we go. I'm gonna play these 2 quick videos. They're really quick. Here we go.
Do you use a washcloth?
No.
Me either.
I think
disgusting.
Am I scrubbing my body with a washcloth?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I know. I think we're
That is like a UTI waiting to
we're in the
happen.
minority. I really do. Do you use a washcloth?
No.
All right, let me play this other one.
White people don't use washcloths. Do you use washcloths?
Washcloth.
Wow, you don't use washcloth either.
What do you use?
I might be one of the only whites I know that uses a washcloth.
What is a washcloth, though?
A little tiny towel in the shower that you use soap to get the reaches of your body, not just soap in your hand. You use for your back and.
Well, I use.
It's another joke. White people don't wash their legs. Have you ever washed your legs? No. See, white people don't wash their legs.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I use one of those loofahs, but the long ones. What do you call them?
A loofah.
But not the spongy
Yeah,
kind.
but there's a loofah on the
but
end.
the long sheet kind.
Mm-hmm.
And I put the soap on it.
That's a washcloth.
And I do the. That's not a washcloth.
What is it? Cloth?
No.
Are you washing with it?
It's not cloth at all.
What is it?
It's what do you call that?
Loofah.
Sponge. It's not even a sponge. It's the blue. It's like plastic. It's like a
plastic.
No, look it up.
I get what he's saying though.
What are you fucking?
I don't know what you call it. Hold on.
Washcloth blue thing.
No.
All right, that's it.
Man, for you brothers that love interracial marriage, that want to snowball. I mean, damn. Man, I don't feel sorry for you. You got what you deserve. You want that.
Dang.
All right.
Yeah, just quarantine yourself away from me. I'm quarantining myself. You know, yeah, you dealing with a woman that don't wash her legs, that hate, man, they despise washcloths. Like, what's wrong with the washcloth? Yeah. I mean, damn, you need that washcloth is very, very inspirational, man. I mean, you need that with soap, man. Not your hand.
I mean, if I could, if she not washing herself up in the shower, you know, when the black woman get out, she put on that cocoa butter, you know, she got that lotion, put that smell good stuff on. You be like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, also like, it's like, go ahead.
Yeah, damn Becky, she getting out the shower, automatically let the dog look on the face and all over.
Yeah.
That's all body lotion. The saliva from the little chihuahua or whatever. It makes the dog lick them all over.
Damn.
And now you got Negroes on TikTok trying to be just like the oppressor wife that they married and let the dog lick them. Man, I wish I would, man. You gonna let that oppressor tell you the dog had the cleanest mouth on earth? His mouth is the cleanest on earth? Get out of here, man. Yeah. That's another myth. Matter of fact, that's a lie.
Right. Come on, sir.
Yeah, we got any scriptures? Let's go to the scriptures, but man, Baba can show.
All right, come on. We got one comment. It says, y'all taking questions on anything, or it has to be hygiene?
Is that old oppressor?
I can't tell. It say brother Baruti 6678. So I don't know.
I mean, we talking about the oppressor today. You know what I'm saying? We got scriptures on the oppressor today. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we taking questions, but it has to be on topic. It has to be about the wild men of Europe. Okay, the original caveman. That's what this class is about. History about your oppressor being the savage. Because this is very important that we bring this out, because he goes to other people's countries and calls them savages. So we have to bring it out and let the whole earth know who's the real savage. Who are the people that hate washcloths? Oh, got another one.
Come on. It says, this is P Wells 264. He said, here's the solution. Separate 2 Corinthians 6:17. Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you.
That's right. That's Snow Bunny. I don't like calling them Snow Bunny, because the Snow Bunny more cleaner than them. Let's get a Snow Bunny some justice and not, compare them to Becky. All right, I believe the Snow Bunny got more better smell than they do, And I had pet rabbits, and they don't smell pleasant. Neither,
Right.
Yeah, but Lassie, yeah, it's good to not touch them. That's an unclean thing.
I call them maggots.
Go ahead.
I say I call them maggots.
Yeah, touch not the unclean thing, man. Damn right, warrior. That means, man, you can't practice what these old practice. You can't join them. They are unclean, and they'll make you unclean. And how you gonna serve the Lord? How you gonna separate from America and become a nation when you don't want to separate from this nation that is straight up poison to you, man?
Right.
Now they trying to say don't use washcloths. Yeah, we got to separate.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't want to be next to nothing like that. All right, they don't even wash their legs.
They don't wash their mouth, man.
But we got any more scriptures? Do we have another article on Mashallah?
No, I think that was it, sir.
All right, let's go to the scriptures. All right, Baba Kashaw. I couldn't find information. I guess they took it down, man. I thought it last year, but there are animals, a lot of animals that were extinct in America dealing with these oppressors. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I got Genesis 27:38.
Yeah, get that.
Okay, it says, and Esau said unto his father.
Tell that brother that said if we taking questions, tell him to type in his question.
All right, type your question in, brother, and we'll address it. Sam. All right. The book of Genesis, chapter 27 and verse 38. It says, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing? My father, bless me, even me also.
This is when Esau tried to come back and get his birthright. You know, after he sold it to his brother Jacob, he tried to get his birthright from his father because his father was blind. But he don't know that Jacob already came in there and got it. He done put on a lot of hair. We're gonna read about how Jacob had to put on a lot of hair, and you know, and go in there and get the birthright. His father was blind, so he thought it was his brother Esau. You know, even back then, there was hairy, man. Today, if they don't use a razor, your oppressor would look like Cousin Nick of the Addams family. You know, he would be hairy as hell. You understand? Sometimes I wonder if that's the oppressor walking around in the woods and people saying they claiming they seen Bigfoot. You might have just seen your oppressor that just ain't use a razor for a long time. You know? Yeah, because you got a lot of them that like to stay in the woods, man. Like to be secluded and hunt all day out there, man, and don't use a razor. And that's the Bigfoot you might be seeing. That might be Sasquatch. But let me stop, man. Read on.
Come on, Con. That his question is, I'll put it on the screen, but I don't think we need to address that. That's a dumb question.
Is he black or white?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell. He got some I don't know. He got some raggedy, you know, his shoes look kind of, he looked like his shoes came from you know what I'm saying, back in the times where they didn't have clean drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man. Ask me,
He said
black or white.
He said he black. He said he black.
Don't do the man like that.
Hey man, black man don't wear no dirty ass shoes like that.
No,
This nigga got on this. Hey, this nigga got on some Michael J. Fox shoes, nigga.
No. Be patient with the brother,
Back
man.
to the Future.
Hey, Salaki, don't be patient with the brother, man. No. Hey, we in hell, man. You ever read the scripture?
Oh God. Oh man. It said that Esau said unto his father, "Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father." And Esau lifted up his.
Hey, ain't nothing more worse than seeing a damn oppressor cry. You know, our oppressor, when he cries, man, ain't nothing so pathetic. Oh man. Yeah, they talk stuff about you, you know, and about how low condition we in and how we need to lift ourselves up by the bootstraps and stuff. But these oppressors, when they fall, when they fail, oh man, you never see such of a sad cry like theirs, man. And this is what their forefather was doing. This is who they get it from. It's all right for them to oppress you, but when they lose and get oppressed, the whole earth had to feel sorry for them. You know how many times the United States bombed the Middle East, but then when they retaliated and you had 9/11, they wanted the whole earth to feel sorry for their pain. Still right now today, they want you to remember 9/11. Hey, let's remember how you had 99 million black people get unalive when they came over here on the transatlantic slave trade. Let's remember that. Let's remember the real Holocaust, the Black Holocaust. Let's remember how 77 million Native American Indians lost their lives in America, man. And how right now these oppressors is walking on the dead bones of my brothers. And Lord knows how many Native American, not Native American, but Hispanic brothers got unalive by these oppressors. But you want to talk about some 9/11. You know how many people that this place called America terrorized? How many countries they terrorized, man? But guess what? This oppressor, their forefather is crying right here, man. Crying about something that he sold already. All right, which is his birthright. Read on.
And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
Ah, man, the fatness of the earth. The best places on earth. Ain't that's what These oppressors live on the best places on earth, the waterfront, you know, these skyscrapers, you know, gated communities. They could grow all kind of fruit and vegetables in their yards. You know, wherever they at, it's paradise mostly. You know, but we live in hell. We live in the low conditions on earth. They live in the fat places on the earth, which is the best places, and we live in the dry places. The places that have famine, poverty, shut down businesses. You know, they have heaven on earth and you have hell on earth, black man. But read on.
Come on. And the dew of heaven from above. Verse 40. And by the sword shalt thou live.
But they have to go to war to have these things. That's why they go all over the earth causing chaos in other people, countries and stuff. And just roaming around the whole earth, making war with everybody, stealing people's land because they have no land. You know, even the caves that they was dwelling in wasn't theirs from the beginning. The caves belonged to somebody else. They had to go to war to get those caves. Mount Seir, or the Caucasus Mountains, you know, wherever he goes, he had to start war and live by the sword. That means he had to live being a bully, being a villain, or he would not be on top. All right. That's why they put Donald Trump in office. All right. They need somebody who's gonna start war. They need somebody who's gonna keep them superior. Straight up. We got some more comments. I'm about to
so it was the brother Barati 678. He said the reason he asked that question is I want to know how many people will have to follow the laws before the curse is lifted.
Okay, but that's off topic right now. But you know, if you go into the book of Revelations, you know, it said it's going to be 144,000 leaders in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, and a great multitude going to follow them. All right, so I can't tell you that precise number. All right, but I know it's going to be 144,000 leaders and a great multitude. So I can't give you that number of how many people are going to be, you know, in the promised land. I don't know that. All right. I don't know that.
Well, see, and you know, these type of questions right here, it's the thing that I kind of know what he's trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you ask how many white people we gonna have in slavery? Why don't you ask that? How many white people gonna serve us? That's a better question to ask.
Oppressor, remember oppressor.
Oppressor. So like it, my bad. I don't want oppressor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a better question to ask, man. So like it, sir.
Yeah. You know, you gotta be patient with them. But brother, you know, just if you are a brother, ask questions on topic. You know what I'm saying? And if they're off topic, I'll answer them at the end of the class if I can answer them to the best of my ability. And if not, I'll just I'll tell you to call in to Captain DeGoggle Bar Sharpen the Sword radio show, okay? All right. So what we at now, Warriors?
Still in Genesis 27:40. It says, and by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have.
We could drop that. I basically want to bring out how these oppressors, these devils that we have to deal with, you know, that they are the same people from in the Bible today. You know, the wild men of Europe, the savages, you know, that came over here and you know caused chaos and war with the real civilized people of the land. You understand? All right. So do we have anything else left?
We got Revelations 20:1.
Oh, we already did that already. We already did that.
Okay.
I went to all the articles, everything that I needed. Do y'all brothers got anything y'all want to bring up before I clip the class?
Not lie, sir. I think that was a heavy point that you brought out about how the pilgrims brought all those plagues because they wasn't taking baths, and you know what I'm saying. They just brought a bunch of diseases over here, and that just goes to show that they were the uncivilized savages and had to, you know, come meet some real Israelites that were the Native Americans just to get some type of you know, just to learn how to wash your ass, man. It's a lot here.
Yeah, they didn't want to wash it. They want to wash then. You know? And hey man, I want to bring that out because you know our people are right now labeled as the most scum people that's on the bottom of the earth right now. That's how they try to label us. And now I want our people to know, hey man, it's the other way around.
Damn right.
It's the other way around. All right. So with that, that's my time. I'm preaching officer of 1,000 Tamayam. I got with me preaching officer of 1,000 Shabbat Zahlat and priest and officer of 500 Ma'asha. Hey, y'all sure y'all don't have any more comments on that? That's it.
Yeah, that was the only comment we had. Yeah, that was it. That was it out of one.
All right, with that's my time, man. Make sure y'all press like and share and you know and press subscribe too and share this truth. Baba Kashar, which means please in the Hebrew. All right, shalom.
Shalom Israel.
Preaching prophet of the Lord, gotta teach his people, exposing all the lies with the truth. Now they can see the evil, we the lost children of the Lord. Yasha Allah, chopping heads off with my sword. Holy Bible, one west, one west, one west, one west, one west, till they bury me. One west, yeah, one